May I have your attention, please? Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, welcome to Roseburg Speakers and Storytellers Toastmasters Club International Speech Contest. Before we begin our contest, I would like to remind you that if you're part of the audience, please keep your audio muted at all times. And you may want to keep your video off as well to ensure that there is a smooth presentation during the contest, especially for the participants. Please be mindful of not using the chat box during the speech contest. We would like to keep it only for an emergency alone. I hope everybody is ready. Thank you for joining us on time or even earlier than the time that we are supposed to start. Now, before we begin the contest, I would like to invite our contest chair to start the proceedings. Over to you, contest chair Ayu.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you for stepping up as our Zoom master and our sergeant at arms. Good day, contestant, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Let me welcome you again to Roseburg Speaker and Storytellers Toastmaster Club International Speech Contest. There are 3 contestants who will compete today. I also would like to say that today first and second place winner will represent Roseburg Speaker and Storytellers progress to Area 22 International Speech Contest within District 7 Division A, which will take place on 19 March. Again, 19 March 2022. And the third place winner will be the alternate and step up to represent us, Roseburg Speaker and Storyteller, should either the first or second place winner cannot attend. So now, please help me welcome our Chief Judge, Michelle Albalim.
Thank you very much, Madam Contest Chair. All the contestants, judges, timers, and ballot counters have been briefed, and the speaking order has been announced by our contest chair. All contestants are eligible to compete. Note that all speeches are to be substantially original. Any quoted material must be identified during the speech presentation. The time of the International Speech Contest is 5 to 7 minutes. A contestant will be disqualified from the contest if the speech is less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes and 30 seconds. The light or the timing signal will be activated as follows: green signal at 5 minutes, amber or yellow signal at 6 minutes, red signal at 7 minutes, and will stay on until the speaker has finished. No notice will be given if a speaker goes over time. In the event of any connection or signal failure, 1 minute will be granted to the speaker. Timing starts with the first word uttered or when the speaker uses any form of communication. There will be 1 minute of silence between contestants for the judges to mark their ballots. After the final contestant, unlimited time will be provided to the judges to rate the contestants. Judges have been instructed not to consider time in their rating of contestants. All judges and a secret tiebreaker judge are known only to the chief judge. Protest may be entered by the contestants or judges to either the chief judge or the contest chair. Once the results have been announced, all decisions are final. The contest may now begin. Back to you, Madam Contest Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chief Judge, for your very thorough and explanation about the contest rule. And now let's us begin our international speech contest. Our first contestant is Rukaya Motagam. Rukaya Motagam, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Since you answered me, I can hear you very well and I can see you now. Have you pinned the timer?
Yes, I have pinned the timer.
Okay. Please let me know if you are ready.
Yes, I am ready.
Fellow Toastmaster judges, our contestant number 1, Rukaya Motagam, decent work and economic growth. Decent work and economic growth, Rukaya Motagam.
It is not just important to do research in order to learn, but also the one who researches about various topics makes themselves imperative. It is indeed the best gift a learner could adopt to make themselves aware about all type of information they seek for a particular study. Respected Chief Judge, judges, contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, I'm here to present a speech on the topic about which I'm researching for quite some time now. Thus, the topic for my today's speech is decent work and economic growth. I have opted this topic from my study on different SDG goals, about which I had been writing from past days. SDG goals are Sustainable Development Goals that had been introduced by United Nations in the year 2015. In order to achieve a future that is sustainable as well as better for the generations to come, United Nations has aimed to achieve these goals by the year 2030 and thus indicates it as Agenda 2030. SDG comprises of 17 goals, all intertwined, from which decent work and economic growth is considered as its 8th goal. This particular topic attracted my maximum interest for the fact that economics is my interest subject and also the subject I'm studying. When I at first read about this particular goal, I was extremely surprised to know the planned workings that United Nations would exercise in order to achieve this goal by the year 2030. Decent work and economic growth means to provide all the individuals with equal opportunity of work in order to ensure the promotion of sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, where all the individuals are exposed to work according to their needs and capabilities they inherit, which develops in them particular expectations. United Nations had been working on this goal since 2015, but to no surprise, maximum of its efforts had gone into vain due to the occurrence of global pandemic caused by COVID-19. As stated by the experts of UN, the individuals lost total of 255 million full-time jobs, which is calculated as 4 times more than the jobs lost during the financial crisis of 2009. The tourism industry has seen a major breakdown, as there were only recorded 381 million tourists in the year 2020, as compared to 1.5 billion tourists in the year 2019. Informal economy workers sector is also considered as one of the hardest hit sector due to the fact that they have lack of social safety net. But UN experts has contrasted that due to their rigorous research, which is being put into work, that ensures that economic recovery is underway and is expected to return to pre-pandemic stage probably by the year 2023. This particular goal has targets attached to it. Target 8.1 states that in all the developing countries, there should be growth of at least 7% GDP annually. Target 8.2 states that there should be adopted new innovations and technologies and also diversification so that there can be yielded higher chance of economic employability. Target 8.3 states that there should be adopted development-oriented policies which would help in the formalization and growth of medium-sized enterprises, supporting decent job creation, innovation, and creativity by getting access to all the financial support needed. Different targets are attached with this particular goal and are continued up till the last target, 8.B, which states that, which inspires the global strategy that would provide youth with fair chances of employment. From all the above targets, target 8.3 and 8.B were the two targets that developed in me the understanding about how equality and sustainable growth is important for the world to come. It is so because youth is the future of global economic operations. And if they are not given fair chances to grow themselves, the future of the world economy would be dark. Also, it is extremely important for all the enterprises to get equal chances to outgrow themselves. Otherwise, there's no point of decent work and economic growth for all. One thing which I had learned from this whole study that I would like to share with you all is, if a person actually wants to gain knowledge about a particular subject, he or she should dwell into acquiring all the possible knowledge about that subject and keep themselves interested by every time feeding themselves with new information. Contest chair.
We are now having 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballot.
One minute of silence is now done.
Thank you. Thank you, Ravi. Yasmin, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Contest Chair.
Thank you for your answer. I can hear you very well, and now I can see you too. Have you pinned our timer?
Yes, I have pinned the timer.
Please let me know whenever you are ready.
I'm ready.
fellow Toastmaster judges and distinguished guests. Our second contestant, Yasmin Telwala. It's within us. It's within us, Yasmin Telwala.
Do you allow external circumstances dictate your state of mind? Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. In 2016, when I was residing in Rome, I decided to go home to India to celebrate the New Year. As you can see, you can feel, I was so excited that I booked the air ticket to the flight, which was just after my office hour on the day I finished my work. I was really excited to go home from Rome. And here was the awaited day. I finished my office and went to catch the train. The train slowly came on the station. A crowded train, a fully crowded train. When an Indian says it's crowded, you have to trust it's really crowded. Somehow, I pushed my two big baggages and myself into that fully crowded train, and I just stood freezing, not moving for the next 30 minutes because I was completely focused on my goal to be at the airport on time. And yes, I made it. I checked in the airport on time. I was just taking a moment to relax, and here it comes. Tring, tring. Who? Signora Yasmin, questa è Polizia Italiano. Who? Polizia Italiano. Ooh, police? What did I do? Did someone sneak in some gold or some drugs into my baggage? I don't know. What did I do? Signor, non parla italiano, inglese, per favore. Madam, your black purse is stolen. It is stolen in the train. It has lots of Indian documents and lots of Indian money. Oh yeah, that's true. I was carrying a purse which had Indian documents and lots of Indian money. And yes, that purse is now missing. Senor, trust me, I'm not involved in money laundering. I don't do money laundering. The only reason I was carrying this much cash to India is because the Indian government has changed the denomination. And if I don't carry this money to India in next 5 days, I will never be able to use it. But trust me, I'm not involved in money laundering. And he replied, Senora, that's not my problem. It's your money. The problem is the money is in Station Trastevere. If you want your money, come to Station Trastevere. Oh yeah, that's true. If I want this money, I have to go to Station Trastevere. But here is the flight. I have to go home to celebrate the New Year. What shall I do? One side, I have so much money which can help me buy 3 times return ticket to India. And the other side is to go home and make memories. What do I do? Because I had closed my eyes, some voice came from within me. It said, don't let external circumstances dictate your state of mind. Go home. And I did the same. I took the flight and I came home. The fear of losing money was just an illusion because I made much money, which could even buy me 3 to 4 times a return ticket, no problem. But you know, when was I tested with what I have learned to look inside? The hard COVID time. A frequent traveler like me was forced in-house. I was helpless, I had distress, anxiety, loneliness, nowhere to go, nothing to do. What would I do? Lot of frustration, annoyance, hesitation. One day, after many months, I just sat again, closed my eyes and asked, do you allow the external circumstances to dictate your state of mind? No. Then what do I do? If you can't control things, then shift your focus on what you can create. Someone from inside told me. I opened my eyes and I thought, what can I create? I have nothing with me, just a pen in front of me and a paper. What do I create? In all annoyance and anger, I just started scribbling on that paper. I scribbled for days, for hours, and I never realized when this plain paper took the shape. And that's true. The power was that I shift my focus from what I could not control to what I could create. It was within me. I found the unexplored. The unexplored that was within me was explored. And then I realized it's all within us. The fear is within us. The joy is within us. This anxiety is within us, and the pleasure and happiness is within us. What is more important every time? What is it that limit us every time? Do you know? That's also within us. So it's our choice if we allow the power within us to overcome our problems, our confusions, and to look for things that we can have created around us for joy and happiness. It's rightly said, we create happiness, don't seek happiness. And anytime you have to think about where is the solution, I feel we have to go in here and look as to what's within us. So next time, when you will face this problem, would you allow external circumstances to dictate your state of mind, or you will look within you? Contest chair.
And now we are going to have 1 minute of silence. Ravi.
One minute is up, contest chair.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you very much. Fellow Toastmaster, judges, and distinguished guests. We are now going to hear from our third contestant, Alice Saviri. Alice, would you like to say something?
Hi.
Okay.
I'm very anxious.
Okay. Alice, I can hear you very well since you answered me and I can see you. Have you pinned the timer?
I believe. Yes, I have.
Okay. So let me know whenever you are ready.
I believe I'm ready.
Alice Saviri. Love story. Love story, Alice Saviri.
It was New Year's Day. I received a message from Yoda. Yoda was one of my singing students. Mrs. Alice, I wish you to have a happy new year. I also want to thank you for your support and your help to my new professional life. I will never forget it. How kind of her, I thought. But what does she mean by that? How have I helped her? I couldn't remember. I asked her, and she answered. When I was confused about what I should do with my professional life, you told me that I would be perfect with young kids. I decided to become a teacher. You saw in me something that I couldn't see in myself, and that changed my life. I couldn't believe this impact in that girl's life. I just said what I saw. It was easy. What about you? Have you ever met someone who helped you to change your life because he saw something in you that you couldn't see in yourself? Have you ever helped someone to see his light? I work as a singing teacher for more than 15 years, and many times I take the role of the mentor with my students. One of these times was 3 years ago when I met Helen, a 16 years old, real tall girl. She came to me to learn how to sing. I will never forget the first time we met each other. I could hardly hear her voice. She was such a strong and tall girl, but with the fear of being heard and of being judged by others. We began to talk. We discussed about her goals. Her short-term goal was to be able to sing in front of an audience without feeling so embarrassed, and her long-term goal was to become an actress. For some reason that I cannot explain, I knew that there was something big hidden in her heart and her soul ready to be expressed. She didn't believe in herself at all, but I believed in her. We started working together. It wasn't easy because we had to solve many technical and also many self-confidence problems. I remember the first time she sang in front of a little audience. She was trembling with fear. She began to sing. She forgot her words. She lost her voice, and she began to cry. I will never make it. Can't you see it? I can see that you can't control your fear, but your voice is beautiful. You can sing. We'll work together and you'll make it. We continued working for 2 more years. She got very much better in singing, but when it was to sing in front of an audience, she was losing herself. Last summer, I proposed her to sing in a student's concert. She accepted. 2 days before the concert, she came to me and told me that she wasn't ready and that it would be better for her not to sing. I encouraged her and I insisted that she would try and that she would take the risk of failure. I wasn't sure that she would make it, but I was sure that she had to try for it. And the day of the concert came. We did a sound check 2 hours before the concert. It was a disaster. She couldn't breathe and she couldn't finish her phrases. Oh my God, what are we going to do now? If that happens when it's her turn to sing, she'll get very much disappointed. And after so much work we have done, I'm afraid that she will quit singing. And the moment came. She stood on the stage and the intro started. She was singing Where Do I Begin by Andy Williams. Where do I begin to tell the story of how great love can be? The sweet love story that is older than the sea. The simple truth about the love he brings to me. Where do I start? Helen stood straight and tall in front of her audience and told her love story. Her love story for songs and actors and plays she dreams to play. Her singing was clear, straight to the heart. As I was playing the piano for her, I was thinking, she did it, God, she did it. And then comes the refrain. The high note was always her problem. But now, he fills my heart with very special things, with angel songs, with wild imaginings. He fills my soul with so much love that anywhere I go, I'm never lonely. With him around, who could be lonely? I'll reach for his hand. It's always there. She was there singing like an angel, and she was acting at the same time. I started crying, and I thought, that's why I became a teacher. She is the reason. Without realizing it, I had become her mentor for the last 3 years. We fought against fear and uncertainty and self-doubt, and we won. We both won. And I want to challenge you. If you see something in someone else, say it. Help people to see their light. It will be a love story. Thank you.
1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballot.
Our Zoom master, have you reopened the breakout rooms?
Yeah, Michelle, after 1 minute, 15 seconds to go, and then do you want us all to send you to the breakout room, right?
Yes.
Okay, will do.
Yeah, the 1 minute is up. I will now send all the judges to the breakout room. Just a second. Thank you.
Michelle, would you like to have our timer and our ballot counter also, or later?
No, I don't need a timer. I just need a note from the timer if there was any disqualification, just to meet.
Okay. Okay.
Judges, I think you should see the option to join the breakout room, and you can do that yourselves.
Judges, whenever you are ready, you are welcome to join room number 1.
Please, I cannot see anything that will take us to the breakout room. There's nothing.
Okay, Ravi, what you can do, you can move her to room 2 and move her again
Sure.
to room 1. Thank you.
I'll do that. Yes.
I think all the judges is already go to the breakout room. Fellow
Yes.
Toastmasters, thank you, Ravi. Thank you very much. Fellow Toastmaster, now you can turn on your video and we can ask questions, interview our contestant. So Rukaya, how do you feel after the contest?
I'm feeling nervous as well as excited. I was nervous because I had taken part in a contest after a long time. But yeah, at the same time, I was excited also because it was a new opportunity. I had done it for the first time. So it was a mixed feeling.
What I hear from whatever answer you give me, that you cherish the opportunity, right?
Yes, I totally cherished the opportunity. It was fantastic.
Rukaya, in your speech profile, you say that your favorite quote is, "Future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream," by Eleanor Roosevelt. Would you like to say something about this? Why this quote become your favorite one?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you please repeat it for me?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
In your speech profile, you
Yeah.
mentioned one quote from Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yeah.
A future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream. Would you like to share with us why it's become your favorite one?
Okay, sure. I would share a small story behind it. When I was in 10+2 in the senior secondary class, or no, I had just taken the admission in my graduation course. At that time, we were all thinking about what should I pursue after this, or what should I be doing after this. And at that time, my brother told me that if you are so interested in economics, then you should do one thing. You should go to United Kingdom, UK, and acquire the post-graduation from there. Everybody, not everybody, my mother and my brother was continuously supporting me. My mother was also supporting me, but at the same time, she was worried too, because United Nations is completely new for us. But gradually, they both started working on the same process, and it actually turned out like a dream for me too. That yes, now I want to go to UK and I want to acquire my higher studies, and I want to do this and that, and goals related to the course and everything. Then uh, uh, like 2 months back, I guess 2 months back, I started the whole process. I mean, my mother and brother, with the support of their, I started the whole process. And when I started getting the offer letters, at that time, I literally felt that yes, if you are seeing a dream and if you have enough of confidence in your dreams, then it can turn into a reality. So this quote somehow became my favorite through this incident. Yeah, that's the story.
Thank you, Ruku. Thank you very much. I will come back to you if we have more time. I have one more question for you. So now let's hear from Alice. Alice, how is that? What is your preparation? How do you feel now?
I feel relieved and I feel very happy and excited, and Yes, I like this very much.
Yeah. Would you like to share with all of us, fellow Toastmaster, and even some guests here? We have Sakina Motakam and Haider Motakam, and Gabby Ixchel, our area director, 22 Renee, and our guest, Julie Curtis. Okay, one more person, Ravi, and me. Share with us, what is the preparation? What was your preparation to?
My preparation.
Yes.
My preparation was to write the speech and then read it again and again and again and correct the words that I didn't like for the speech. And then I began to speak it to become more natural. And I was, and then I went to the camera and I proved the movements. If I go back, forward, right, left, and I was singing and I was the judge of myself. It took me many hours.
Oh, yeah. Hard work. Again, hard work, right, Alice?
Yes.
Yeah. Result will pay off.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I am very happy that you say that you are happy and enjoy the process. I think that's the most important one. And then I can see that all of you, the contestants, having fun while you are delivering the speech. We have our chief judge here. Do we have the result, Madam Chief Judge? Okay. How do you want us to do that?
No, I messaged you in the chat. I was asking for a timer report. I haven't heard from the timer.
Okay. Do you want to go to breakout room with the timer, or she just?
No, just have the timer message me privately if there was any disqualification. That's all.
Gabby, would you
just
like
message
to
me privately?
Yeah, privately message in the chat to Michelle the time of contestant number 1, 2, 3.
Actually, I just need to know, was there an overtime or not? That's all. But yeah, it's okay. You can also do that, Gabby.
Thank you. While we are giving Gabby time to communicate with our chief judge, I would like to say thank you for everyone. I know it's a little bit strange because everything is black and only name, right? But we do want to give the real feel for our contestants, since this year everything will be online. That's the real feel. When you are in the area contest, division, district, even international, you will not see anything. You just see box and name. So in Japanese they said "Ganbatte ne." Just keep your spirit up, even though you seems like talking to boxes. Okay. It seems like we do have Chief Judge. Would you like to announce, or would you like me to announce?
I typed it for you, Madam Contest Chair. It's your role to announce it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, honorable judges, Madam Chief Judge, fellow Toastmaster, contestant, distinguished guests, and our area director 22. Today, I would like to remind you that today's first and second winner will progress to the area contest, and the third place winner will be the alternate if either first or second place winner cannot attend. Are you ready? The third winner, Rukaya Motagam. The second place winner, Ali Saviri. And the first place winner is Yasmin Telwala. With the announcement of the winner, this international speech contest has come to an end. I would like to thank all the honorable judges, our beloved members and contestants and role players. You play a big things in this contest, and then also our dearest guests for coming to support and cheer us. I hope that you have enjoyed the contest. So see you all again very soon. And if you like to have a chat a little bit, we will open the room for another 15 or so minutes. So with this, I would like to say contest and